Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Friend or Foe. Last time, I made a mistake, I wanted to mad sub, took this fish right here and just smacked him square in the face. And because of that, he wasn't happy, so he decided to just kill me, which, it was a bad idea. Anyway, today it's going to be a more peaceful episode. We've got everyone online today, besides Groupie, but he should be online for the next one. And speaking of the next one, that's what I'm going to be preparing for today. Next episode, I want to do a Nether arena battle in a time where everyone is available, because recently we've been doing a lot of sessions by ourselves, just kind of solo. But now we've all planned a time to come on together, and yeah, there's going to be no PvP for me, because I'm sort of exempt from it, because I am building a Nether arena. And I'll be completely honest with you, I have been doing some cheating, right? I've been cheating a little bit using creative mode. You can see right here. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of cheating, but it's for a good cause, and I'll get into that later. But for now, I do want to grab some fire resistance potions because I will be building in the Nether, and we don't want any mishaps, do we? So there we go. We're going here. There's only 2 fire resistance in here, but I guess that's all I really need. So you can see I've got my fire resistance, and that's gonna be good for if I fall in lava and then die. And who made this? How did I just okay, I just floated over that. You know what? We're gonna fill this up with cobblestone. I don't know who built that, but anyway. That's not what that was. I'll kind of investigate that later, but I don't know. It might be a deadly trap that I want nothing to do with. I don't know. That could easily be the case. But yeah, I was just coming to grab more blocks, preferably netherrack if I have any. Let's see, nether blocks. I should have. Nether items. There we go. We got 2 stacks of netherrack. That is very good. And I think I'm going to go to the arena with my current stuff. So, also before I go, I would like to show you just something that's kind of been going on out here while I've been gone. I will be completely honest about another thing. I have not recorded a video in about 2 weeks. And that is, it's not because I've been really neglecting the series exactly, but I've done a lot of solo sessions and I don't really have any ideas for stuff to do by myself, And I didn't want to build this Nether arena until I knew that we could have a time scheduled to upload the episode after, if that makes sense. But yeah, all these bridges are here. They were built by GoGoblin, so that is a welcome addition. Let me go back down here and make my way to the Nether so I can scout out an area, which I've already kind of done. I've been thinking about this one for a while. So we're gonna make our way up to the Nether portal. There we go. Okay, I thought that was a hole, but it was just coal. The Nether portal is right here. Alright, the trusty Nether portal. Okay, and through this way is the Nether. You guys have seen this before. Alright, I don't know why I'm narrating like you haven't seen it before. But I will say that I've kind of scouted out an area over in this direction. I think over here there is a nice open area of just nothing but lava right here. I think this would be perfect for the arena, and you can see I've kind of made a start on where I'm going to be building this thing, although I've got to be careful of these mobs out and about. So let me take care of this guy right here. There we go. More free food is wonderful. Although more free food is coming my way, and I need to take it out. There we go. So you may be wondering what these chests contain, and that's why I went in creative mode. I set my game mode to survival from creative. That's right, I use creative to get all of the blocks that I'm going to need for this build. These I don't really need. This is just kind of if I want to make a pathway there, which I'm thinking of using these blocks. But yeah, we're gonna make our way up. Okay, you know what? Should have got a shield or something. Or even a totem. Something, but I don't really have anything. Oh, there's a guy here. Okay, it's fine. We're taking him out. Okay. Well, hopefully it's not this much of a... We gotta hide from this gas right here. There we go. We've taken him out. Okay, so up here, I've made a little ledge to begin the building process. So it's just going to basically continue out just over this way. So we're going to make a path. We're just going to test this out. Okay, we're going to get... Does this look better, or does orange on the inside look better? Just got to test these things before you build, you know? Right, I think orange on the outside looks better. Just slightly, I don't know. So yeah, we'll just continue building this out. A little bit behind this lava fall chute thing. I think that's when I'm going to stop. And then, yeah. We're going to be, you know, beginning to build the arena from there. And this time I do actually have a layout, a slight idea of what I want it to be like. And I've got all of that written down, which I will be referring to quite often in this video. So that'll be, that will be very fun indeed. Alright, let's get the edges placed on this though, the outside. This is not actually part of the arena, it's just a safe way to get us there. And there we go. We got a small little path done. This is going to be kind of the main floor. I don't want to put that in there. I won't use all of it in case I fall in the lava and die, which would be a really stupid way to die, considering I have 2 fire resistance potions. But you know what? Anything's possible. You know, that's what they say. So here we go. This is kind of the brief outline that I have. It's 43 blocks wide with 2 block edges, you know. I don't know if this makes sense, but hopefully it will. So I'm going to begin by making a 43 block wide platform. That's what I'm going to do. 43 by 43. No way. I pressed the wrong button. Oh my goodness, I panicked. You know, That's right, off you go. Okay, there we go. No one steps foot onto my arena. Yeah, no one steps foot. It's not... I haven't even built the arena yet and it's already getting crazy. Alright, well, we're gonna take this guy out. You know, now I think about it, it's 43 blocks wide, not 44 blocks. So yeah, I've messed up. Well, I guess we will fix that later. These blocks, they've all got to go because they are too close. This needs to be like a three block wide platform thing. Well, we can fix that later. That's an issue for later. Right, so to begin with, I'm just going to place 43 blocks. And I'm going to leave it so I can only place 43 blocks. Right. So I think that's all the blocks that are going to be placed over on this side. And I think over here, just 16 more to equal 43. And then it'll be even on both sides. That's hopefully all good. But yeah, we got some more blocks. Let's make this to be 42. There we go. So again, it equals to 43 on both sides. Should I do some speed bridging? I've been playing a little bit of Bed Wars recently, so I kind of have the practice. Although the new shifting mechanic where you like go down so slowly is kind of messing me up. We are getting close now, I think. There we go. Oh, yep, that all links up exactly as intended. Right, now I've got to do 2 block outlines as the notes suggest. So we're just gonna go do another outline of this. In other news, we're finishing this loop, this second layer. So the top 2 are done. I will do done and done. There we go. 5 by 5 middle with no corner blocks. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it looks like this is the middle. And I mentioned I wanted a 5 by 5 area. So we're gonna build that 5 by 5 area with no corners. And this netherite can also be replaced. Alright. So we know now this is the center of the arena, and I will make it known by placing orange terracotta. There we go. Let's say this is done. 1 block gap surrounding middle is also done. 1 block gap on all 4 sides. Okay, so basically what that means is in the middle, all the way to the end, there are no blocks. That's all that means. I'm gonna assume it's a 1 block gap. But also, I believe there's something here in the corner. Oh no. But yeah, filling out these corners, or edges I should say, it's gonna definitely take a while. Especially with all the ghasts. I forgot how much I despise building in the Nether. I will begin by just making an outline of every single platform. I do feel like I'll be online a bit longer than everyone else. My episode will definitely take a lot longer. But yeah, now we gotta do the long bit and fill this all in. For this, I'm gonna use replay mod, because that's just kind of the only somewhat fun way to edit. Alright guys, so I've been in creative for a little bit, just basically making the correct design because I did it wrong to begin with. So I went in creative mode and I fixed the design, so now it's where I want it to be, and then I added these walls. This is not actually like, this is more of a technical feature that I'll get into later, but for now, I found the middle of every single, platform here. And then I'm going to build these into walls. Right, so every single... Okay, I also did place torches all over the place because I was getting sick of the mobs, but, they've been turned off. Gogom decided to just turn off mob spawning to make this a lot more convenient for me, so... Yeah, he's a legend. These are going to be very small walls, and you can't really hide. They're basically designed so that you can't hide from all directions. You can only hide from like one, so like if you want to hide from this person, you have to be here, but then you're at risk of getting shot by this person. It's basically the whole idea of that wall design, because I don't want there to be a place where you can just kind of hide for the whole arena. I feel like that would slightly defeat the point of it. So we're going to continue just, placing these walls, and yeah, this arena is slowly coming together. And after I build this last wall, I misplaced 3 blocks there, but yeah, now the walls are done. This is like the midpoint. These blocks will be mine. This is just to kind of tell exactly where I need to put everything else, like the more technical bits, which I'll get into later. But for now, I do need to grab glowstone and glass, which is just right down here in this chest. So we can see, just build up around, what should we say, 3 blocks? I think 3 blocks. And then we're going to place a glass, a glowstone. Wait, my scroll wheel is kind of acting up. It's just not really working. There we go. That was it just glitched for a second. Anyway, for now, just going to build this 3 blocks up. And then there we go. Do this on all 4 sides. So again, come over here, 3 blocks up. And I think I'm only going to have these 4 lights. These are probably going to be the only 4 lights in the entire arena, because I see no reason to add any more, because the Nether is already bright enough with all the lava. And with that, I think everything that I would be doing in survival is all done. So now I think is when I go in creative, I do all like the technical bits of this arena. That's gonna like give it that something special. This is gonna need some adjusting now I think about it. But yeah, so I will switch over into creative mode, and let you know what I'm going to be doing. But first, I just have to get rid of all of this, because this, it just doesn't really fit. And I believe in this chest I have some slabs just for this. So yeah, we got the smooth stone slabs, and we've also got the nether slabs. But now for the technical bits, I'm gonna get dispensers, and then I'm gonna find the midpoint of every single platform and place dispensers on these blocks right here. There we go. And that means there's going to be one here as well. And these are going to be shooting fireballs over towards the players, just as a way to catch them on fire, because for this arena in the Nether, we are going to be banning fire resistance. Because then, you know, what's the point of like doing it in the Nether? So it's just going to be different by banning fire resistance. So basically any means to light the person on fire is kind of what I'm going for here. And with that, I've successfully done it. So behind the observers, I'm going to need to add a design like this and put redstone dust, not right there. There we go. And then observers will be going into it, and they will be going around this direction. And we'll continue this same idea behind every single observer. So I'll just kind of cut to when I'm done with that. So there we go. Yeah, I've done all of them. I do need to add the redstone dust. I completely forgot about that. So now I'm just going to have repeaters going all along here, but the two that are connected to these, you know, bits of redstone dust, they're all going to be on a 4-tick delay on both sides for every single one. So placing these last few, okay, I do have to make this have a 4-tick delay as well. Don't want to forget about that one. But yeah, so if I were to activate this with, let's say, a redstone torch, and if I were to get some fireballs, and with that done, we can sort of see this in action, kind of just see what it does, see the delay that it has. So you can see, kind of just sits there, the other one shoots, and I'm just going to kind of sit here and just see how it would affect me standing on here, these two specifically. So that one shoots, about 3 seconds later this one shoots, and yeah, that one would have hit me. This one, sometimes they don't always hit you. So that's basically the whole idea with the fireballs. I'm gonna go ahead and just fully fill each dispenser and then copy the NBT data, so that way instead of filling them each individually, I can just place them down with an already full inventory full of fireballs. And during the time of the battle, these should definitely not run out. And yeah, I'm not going to get it going right now. This is just going to be for when the battle actually begins. And then this all will be covered up by blocks. So once that is all set, I will place slabs on top of all these blocks. Now, next up, I want to basically just place lava. I want there to be several streams of lava coming down, one in every corner of this arena. There we go. So here we are. This is what it looks like. It is a mess of lava, but when you're down here, sort of battling, it does look pretty cool. You know, you can see a whole bunch of pillars of lava falling down. So basically, avoiding lava in this battle is impossible. You were going to end up in lava one way or another, or just on fire. I'm trying to think right now what the best play would be, because right now I don't really know. And hopefully this is very clear that this is not to be pressed until we are ready to begin the battle. So hopefully that's been made clear. So I think the way it's going to be, this button is pressed and then you enter the arena and everything, all the fireballs kind of make their way around. And I will be removing these blocks now that I've done everything that I need to do. But I will just actually lower them by 1. That way everyone knows where to stand. And I think this is pretty much the finished arena. So now I need to lead some clues that it's over in this direction for the other players when they do eventually show up for the next episode. And all of these, this chest and everything, can all be just kind of deleted. So let me break this all. This is a complete mess of items. There we go. So that has all been gotten rid of. I will throw everything out of my inventory that was used to build this. Includes the glass, all of the nether bricks, the blackstone slabs and everything. More blackstone, all of that, and I think that's everything that was used. No, the redstone was used. I brought these but didn't end up needing them. Let's sort of just lead a path, just so people know where to go. For this, I will say Nether Arena ahead. Careful. Very hot. There we go. Just a sign to let people know the direction. And I think, you know, by this point, they will know exactly where it is. But I will place just another sign. This sign will say, welcome. You'll most likely die. Whoops. Again, whoops. Okay, you'll most likely die here. It's a very welcoming sign. And they will follow their way through this path over here, up this ladder. And I think, just for convenience, I will leave, let's just say, an ender chest right here, just in case anyone wants to put something away. And also, a crafting table. Whoops, crafting table right there, just for convenience. And once that's all taken care of, we will come over here and continue our battle. You know, I will do just one more sign saying no fire res allowed. I am really looking forward to this arena. This is going to be a really fun one. I say this, but I could easily end up dead within like 10 seconds, you know? At the beginning of next episode, I will plan... I'm glad I'm not in survival mode. I would have survived anyway. I do have fire resistance and an elytra now I think about it. But yeah. Anyway, at the beginning of next episode, while this arena is happening, I will either have an inventory or like 90% of an inventory that I'm going to go into battle with. I might leave some of it in, I might not, but yeah, next episode is going to be a really intense one. It's going to be an epic battle. It's going to be a fun battle. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be very, very hot, as you can see. You know, lots of lava around here. Don't want to be swimming in there, so hopefully I do come out victorious in this one. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you've made it this far, feel free to let me know, you know, how this arena is. And yeah, just your general thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.